When flowers bloom in a silent summer. A deaf girl who works in a flower shop begins to dislike a photographer after a misunderstanding. But as the days go by, she slowly discovers that the man who seems cold and hard to approach has hidden his gentleness in the quietest places, in the animal shelter, in the way he looks at small lives, and little by little, in the feelings she never wanted to admit.
When summer comes, the light inside the flower shop turns very white. At 3 in the afternoon, the sun shines through the glass door. It lights up a bucket of fresh white bellflowers and the drops of water on my hands. I am sitting on the floor, trimming leaves. Milo is sleeping behind the counter.
I like the flower shop when it is quiet. Here, I do not need to keep chasing people's lips. I do not need to worry about missing a sentence. Flowers are easier to understand than people. They do not rush. They do not ask for an answer right away. When the door opens, I first see the bell above it move. A tall man walks in. He is wearing a white t-shirt and carrying a camera bag over one shoulder. He looks like he has just stepped out of the heat outside. He comes straight to me and starts speaking. I only catch a few words. Flowers, tomorrow, photo shoot. I ask him to repeat it, but he still speaks too fast. His eyebrows are slightly tight, like he is in a hurry. So I take out my phone and ask him to type. He quickly writes, "Need flowers for a photo shoot at an animal shelter, natural, warm, simple, tomorrow morning." I nod and show him a few kinds of flowers. But after looking at them, he shakes his head and says something else. I only understand 2 words, not this. He is not really rude, but in that moment, my heart still turns cold. I know that feeling too well. It is not open anger. It is not someone clearly blaming me. It is the look in their eyes that says, "How did you not understand?" It feels like no matter how hard I try, I am always just a little too late. At that moment, my manager comes out and helps us check everything again. Then I finally understand what he wants. He wants flowers that feel more natural, like they grew in a summer yard. Not too polished, not too much like wedding flowers. In the end, the order is finished without a problem. Before he leaves, he looks at me, as if he wants to say something. But in the end, he only nods and walks out. I think that is the end of it. That evening, I take Milo to get washed. On the way home, we pass an animal shelter. I know the place, but I do not usually stop there. That night, the door is not fully closed and the lights are still on. I only look inside for a second, but then I stop walking. I see him, the same man from the flower shop. He is kneeling on the floor, using a towel to dry a small dog's wet paws. An orange cat is brushing against his leg. An old dog is resting its head on his knee. His head is lowered and his movements are gentle. His face is calm and warm. He is nothing like the man from earlier, the one who spoke too fast and made me uncomfortable. Milo lets out a small sound beside me. The man looks up and sees me. He seems a little surprised. Then he stands, walks to the door, and opens it for me. The warm yellow light falls across his hand. He says one sentence slowly. This time, I understand it. "You came." I stand there and suddenly do not know what to say. Maybe I decided to dislike him too quickly.